Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, what this amendment does is it just requires the Medicaid program to verify that people who are registered for Medicaid in this state are not also registered for Medicaid in other states, and that's what it does. And so right now there is a problem with that, and I move adoption.
Representative Howard, for what purpose?
Would the gentleman yield for a question?
Does the gentleman yield for
Yield for
questions? Gentleman yields.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Representative Oliverson. I just want to clarify, because we did talk about this in our subcommittee, and when we were asking you what kind of resident requirements are you looking at here, what I think you just laid out, is it not that this is just looking at whether or not someone is registered in a separate state?
Yes, ma'am. This is residency and enrollment in Medicaid in multiple states. There was a very good Wall Street Journal article, very timely, that came out 2 weekends ago reporting that there were an alarming number of citizens that are enrolled in 2, sometimes 3 different states, many of whom are actually on the same health plan in multiple states. But for whatever reason, that has gone unrecognized. And so we are paying for enrollment for people who are no longer currently living in the state of Texas, but are residing in another state where they have obtained benefits through that state's Medicaid program. So that all this does is just say, hey, we need to be sure that everybody who's on the Medicaid rolls here in Texas is actually still living in the state of Texas.
So
that's all it does.
So it's just making sure it's not duplicating.
Correct.
Something that they're being paid. They're being paid for these programs in another state.
That's right.
And the checks would occur how often?
I think it's every 30 days in this rider.
So approximately every month. And do you think the cost is going to be the cost benefit there if we're looking every month? Do you think that there's going to be much? Are we going to find substantially many people that are doing this? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was kind of like supportive of it, but when I read the article recently and they were comparing some statistics and looking at it, it really is a nationwide problem. And we're not really aggressively doing anything about it right now.
So thank you. I appreciate your clarifying. So this is simply about us not paying for Medicaid services with Texas tax dollars if they're getting Medicaid services with another state's tax dollars.
Absolutely, Representative. That's exactly what we're doing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.